of School Matters. And since this is the last edition, we have a full house. We have a full house of students that participated in the Festival Art et Culture 2025. First, let's listen to the promo that we have realized for this program. And like I said, it's the last program for the school year. We should resume, God's willing, for the next school year as of September.
Attention parents, teachers and students, it's time for your monthly dose of insights, updates and discussions on issues that matters most in education.
Some children would go through the French system and they would do exceptionally well.
We have the chance to be on an island where we have both English and French, so we could use that cultural part, So when I show them something in English, I will show them why they need it.
Tune in to School Matters, brought to you by the National Education and Radio St. Martin.
Yeah, c'est d'autant plus important qu'on a deux systèmes linguistiques différents. C'est ce qui fait notre force.
Join us every first Wednesdays of the month as we dive into everything from curriculum, student success stories to tips for improving your educational experience.
My strategy put in place would be use the English language as a supportive tool to adapt, or I would say to lead them to a better understanding.
How we do it in primary, CM1, CM2, the teacher that is in charge of the French program, she will teach the French history, and I will give my attention mostly to the Caribbean history.
Whether you're in a classroom or at home, School Matters is here to keep you informed and involved. Don't miss it and be part of the conversation that's shaping the future of education. School Matters with the National Education and Radio St. Martin every first Wednesdays of the month, only on Radio St. Martin.
Good morning, students.
Good morning.
Good morning. I didn't hear you. Good morning, students.
Good morning. Good morning.
So today, it's the success stories, and Evelyn has promised us that we would have success stories also. You heard it in the promo. Evelyn Fleming was the initiator behind this program. We've been working on it for quite some time, at least a year. It started a year later, but here we are at the end of the school year with our last program. Evelyn, it was a bit challenging, right?
Yes, it's the 4th edition. We got through. It was a success.
It was a bit challenging, of course.
Yes, a big one.
Yeah. Why, just Evelyn, you were adamant of having this program?
Festival Langue et
Not festival, but just School Matters.
Well, School Matters because I think that the people of St. Martin should hear our youngsters, our teachers, our staff, and understand better the system, because it is not easy to understand how it goes in the school, how it functions, what are the rights, what are the rules and regulations, and so it is important to have this little talk so people can understand what's going on, so they can react and they can do what they have to do as parents, as people responsible for their kids, the kids themselves, etc.
Yeah. Great. The Festival Art et Culture.
Langue, Art et Culture.
Langue, Art et Culture. That also is a program initiated.
Yeah, it's the 4th edition.
It's the 4th edition.
The 4th edition.
Talk to us a little bit about it.
Well, it is an annual program, but everything happens in a schedule that fits in 15 days. And this is to showcase excellency. Like this morning, you see some of the kids that went to some kind of competition and how they got through with their concours, des concours, because you have to prepare them for later, because if they want to enter the professional work, they need to know how to speak, how to write, how to stand, the posture, what to say, how to say it, but also they need to expose themselves to publics, so people, because it is not the same challenge. So they on the radio today, it is a bit new for them, but it is a good challenge today also. So this is all about it. So we had about 20 prizes going on different fields, and today you're going to be listening to the winners of the Lycée Robert Venom for 2 prizes, Daniela Jeffrey and Robert Romney. Robert Romney was a writing essay after studying his book, Lie Down in Darkness. That is tome 2, because I already studied the tome 1. And then, and Daniela Jeffrey is Daniela Jeffrey. She used to speak in French and English when she used to address herself in any place to anyone. She used to switch from one language to the other. So the theme this year was Mary Océan, so we respect the theme and we find topics according to it. And this is all about it. But you also have winners from the Collège Mont des Accords and the Collège Roche-Gravé de Meaux that are not present today because we couldn't have everybody sur le plateau. But tonight at 5 o'clock they're going to be receiving their trophies, so I guess they're all going to be there. Voilà.
Okay, good. So we have students today. Brooks Denicia, good morning.
Yes, good morning. As you know, my name is Brooks Denicia. I'm in the international section, Première Générale.
Okay.
I have been in the section since last year, Seconde. And for this entire concours, I'm not going to lie, I was a bit stressed out. And I am still a little stressed because this is my first time on the radio.
You said you're in your international section. Explain that section a bit. What is the international section? Is it Baccalaureate International?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a section where a group of students can choose to enter and be a part of a program where we study primarily English, books, America, as well as study the English curriculum. And it's kind of different for us compared to other students that are not in the section, because we are given extra hours of school, extra extra work, taxes,
extra classes,
extra classes, extra tasks. And next year we are also going to have extra work to bury ourselves in, because we have involved ourselves in a section. So to be in the section, we have to
What the International Baccalaureate permits you to do, to also attend any university around the world?
Yes,
and
of course.
That's the reason?
Yes, I am in the section myself for that reason.
For that reason.
Yes, and I also want to be an English teacher in the future, so it permits me, it allows me to access that easily.
Okay. You want to go to study where?
Martinique. I want to study in Martinique.
Oh, you want to study in Martinique. Good. Next we have Dormois Night. Just move the mic towards you. Yeah, a little bit more. All right, go ahead. Make yourself comfortable. All right, that's good.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. A little louder though.
Hello, good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay. Now what class are you in?
I'm in Terminal.
Okay.
I've just finished Terminal. I'm waiting for my results.
Okay. How do you think you did?
I think I did great.
Yeah?
I believe in myself. I have faith. I believe in God.
Okay. So no stress. You didn't have any stress, any butterflies in the beginning?
I had a little bit of stress, but I use my stress as challenge. So I challenge myself. Yeah. So
how did you prepare? For your exams? Yeah.
Throughout the whole year, I learned how to write and how to speak, because I realized that it's not about the information that you put on a paper and how you say it, or how you express it. You have to know how to speak and how to really convince the jury.
The jury, that's for the oral.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I learned à travers l'intelligence artificielle.
Ça aide un peu, hein? Ça aide beaucoup. Ouais.
Je m'en suis servi pour acquérir des compétences.
Acquérir des compétences.
Mais pas tricher.
Voilà. Moi j'ai vu, et c'est bien que tu en parles, parce que moi j'ai regardé j'ai regardé une émission hier soir sur Cannes quelque chose, c'est encore une intelligence artificielle qui sont dans les écoles aux États-Unis. C'est une application qui aide même les professeurs et les élèves à pas tricher, mais par contre, il détecte quand tu triches. Voilà. Parce que si tu fais un copier-coller, par exemple sur un essai, tu prends un copier-coller sur un essai sur Internet ou tu fais un chat GPT, tu prends un copier-coller, eh ben, il te dit que tu as pris un copier-coller. Alors, c'était super cool. Ça aide aussi les professeurs à préparer leur cours. Donc, l'intelligence artificielle, c'est pas nécessairement pour tricher.
Non.
Ah,
non.
Donc, toi, tu l'as utilisé. Tu l'as utilisé. Ouais.
J'écris et je demande à ChatGPT de me corriger pour voir mes fautes, comment j'articule mes phrases. Et voilà, les gens pensent que c'est bizarre, mais moi je pense que c'est pratique.
Ben, nous, on l'utilise ici aussi pour écrire nos scripts pour hein, les filles. Donc, à côté de toi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Wawen. And
well,
I am in
November.
Première. Yes, Wawen November. And I am in Première.
Okay.
And I'm in section internationale
okay.
as well.
Okay, good, great. Yeah, many students are going towards that section.
If many students are going towards that section, I'm not entirely
sure. Or are interested?
I could say interested because I've seen most students in the second interesting themselves in the section and signing up, but to say that they will stay in or actually apply themselves
to be selected.
Or be selected.
It's selective. Are there any criteria?
Yes.
You who are in Premiere, what was the criteria? What did you have to do to get in that section? Because it seems like it's an elite.
Well, normally there's an entry exam.
Okay.
Where it's oral and written. Where we see the skills, the writing skills, the oral skills, your interest in the section, and to see if you will be a good fit in the section, as it is a big amount of work.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it requires your full attention.
Yeah, motivation.
And motivation. What's your future plans? Because you enter that section for a particular reason, I guess.
Alors moi, je suis intéressé en droit des affaires ou en commerce international.
International, ok.
Droit des affaires. Je trouve que c'est important de pouvoir parler plusieurs langues. Et donc, right now, I want to master English to its fullest.
Ah ouais.
Ouais.
Parfait.
Elle nous a pas dit ce qu'elle veut faire.
Good. Ne t'en fais pas, on l'a pas oublié. On l'a pas oublié, on va revenir autour de table. On fait que la présentation. Next to you, you have
another student from the international section, Cozier Elias.
Okay. All right. And you see you're in première?
Yeah, première G2.
And what prompted you to enter that particular section?
Well, for me, entering the section was something to do about my level in English. Since I was a kid, I had a higher level in English than in French, and I saw the section as an opportunity to finally use it in an academic setting. So I decided it would be wiser to take advantage of it, and that it could help me for the future, with some convincing from my mom.
I know she would. With some convincing from parents. Evelyn, this international section, it's a new program. How long has it been?
I think it's 3 years now that it's going on, and we had to put it in place because we have bilingual teaching and dans les différents collèges, and when the kids get to the lycée, there's no follow-up.
Yeah.
And why don't open St. Martin to the world? Because they have it, they have the skills, so they need the paper to show, to attest that they have the skills in both languages. So that's the best way.
Yeah, and from graduating from or getting a baccalaureate from the international section, they are eligible to go to any university around the world. But they can go to England, they can go even right here in the Caribbean, University of the West Indies.
Even this young lady here that is going to Martinique, from Martinique she can travel all over and she can follow different courses while she's in Martinique. She can follow different courses internationally. And then after they can apply for a job, Jean-Marc, also internationally.
You know, and this question comes to mind because a lot of parents, you know, say, you know, I'm going to send my child to French school because they need a French diploma to work in a French system. Because is that really true, or is it facts, or is it not facts?
Some people do think like that.
They do think like that. But to work, someone from for example, the international baccalaureate that goes and study in England or in America or right here in the Caribbean at the University of the West Indies, can they be workers at the state level or?
Definitely, definitely at any level.
Yeah, so they can be fonctionnaires.
Even those who studied in Canada or the States or whatever, on a des valences qui montrent que les diplômes peuvent être reconnus français, ça dépend des diplômes. And we have a lot of people who got their diplomas in a foreign country and they still can come back and be in a French country and work.
So that's old-time thinking.
That's the old-time thinking, yeah. But in a way I can understand. It depends on what they want for the future of the kid.
Of the child.
What do they want?
Yeah.
But I think that the best thing is to open the skills and open their chances of embracing something wider.
Yeah, because for Warren, for example, who wants to go into international business and law.
International, this is the future, because look at St. Martin.
It doesn't necessarily have to have a French diploma.
No, not at all. But look at St. Martin. When you discuss what he wants to study can fit to St. Martin because we have the Dutch side. So he will be able to discuss those commercial laws and how it goes from one side to the other one and know exactly the heart of what is going on in the discussion or to defend whatever has to be defended.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
I'm just like to ask that question because, you know, I usually sometimes have conversation with parents because I also did not go to full French school. And I always say, you know, there's so much possibilities within our region. You know, the University of the West Indies that I really advocate for, which is one of the top universities in the in English system, among the top 5 universities that has 5 campuses throughout the Caribbean. So, you know, for those parents who don't want the children to have that culture shock, they can just, go to Jamaica, go to Trinidad.
We had a youngster that went to study, she wanted to be a doctor, she went to Trinidad.
No problem. So it's possible. It is possible. So thanks for bringing those students. We have also the teacher, Miss Barry Charlesia. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Hi.
Are you proud of your students and the way they express themselves? I'm pretty much surprised.
Yes, I'm very proud of them. They accepted the challenge.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see you did a good job.
Thank you.
I see you did a good job.
She's working hard.
Did she do a good job?
Yeah, of course.
Good. So now we have 2 prizes for the Festival Langue Art et Culture.
That we're going to be talking today, Otherwise we have 20 prizes.
Let's go back to Denicia. How did that festival, you know, what did that festival brought for you? I mean, it's been, 4 years now? 3 years?
Fourth edition.
Fourth edition.
Fourth edition? You've been following it? You've been involved with it all the time?
No.
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
Okay.
To be fair with myself and you guys.
You have to.
Okay. I've only been made known of it since last year.
Okay.
And even then, I haven't exactly involved myself in it. It's only this year that I have actually brought myself to do this because of Miss Barre. She introduced us to this concours and told us that we will be participating in it. And, you know, I took the challenge with stress, but also stride. And look where I am. I'm here.
Now you were part of which concours?
The Robert Romney
Okay.
concours.
So you analyzed the book
Yes, I analyzed it briefly till chapter 7, I believe.
till chapter 7. Talk to us about it.
Excuse me?
Talk to us about it. I mean,
Oh, okay.
because I haven't read it, so
Well, I'm gonna brief you on it from based off my knowledge.
yeah, from your perspective,
My
of course.
perspective. This book follows a main character.
It's a fiction.
Yes, it is a fiction. It follows a main character that's a lawyer.
Okay.
And he has kids and a wife, right? But I feel as though the story is incredibly slow paced.
Oh, not fast enough for you.
It's not fast enough for me.
Okay.
I feel as though Robert Romney likes to go into depth into a lot of characters, lots of scenes, details. And I believe a lot of people like that, but there are also people that doesn't. So this book is kind of hard for other people to read.
Yeah.
I struggled to get into it, but after chapter 2, I started to actually interest myself, and I believe it's a very nice book if you get past the slow pace of it.
Okay.
The book itself, I'm not entirely sure, but until chapter 7, it follows the main character in the hospital due to an injury he got from a very bad player on the field. And it mostly follows that through until chapter 7, and when he gets released, it shows the concern of St. Martin's people when a person is well known in the community, because it is very well known. When you are known in the community, a lot of people will know when something bad happens to you. People talk.
Yeah.
So it shows this in a very slow-paced way, but also more accurate to how some St. Martiners act towards a well-known person and their the events that happen to them.
So do you have the positive aspect of that of that small community and well-known person, and the negative aspect? Because there's a negative aspect.
There's always
also
a negative, but I haven't gotten to that as yet.
Oh,
But I can see the positives. How St. Martiners can care for others, even if they are not well-known or if they know them on a personal level. So long as you know the person's name, and if they did something for the community, they will care for you and they will ask about you.
Great.
Yes.
Good. I guess who went further than chapter 7? Elias, you went further than chapter 7?
No.
What's your perspective on reading the book? Was it too slow also for you?
I mean, sure, there is that notion of slow paced, but to me it's always good to have a book that's into detail. I mean, look at where we are. We don't have many books coming from St. Martin. We don't have many writers. So to have a book in the first place is already a positive thing. But then if you're a St. Martiner reading the book, then you can already see different ideas that you might be able to relate to, such as how my classmate brought up this idea of being well known in the community and having people care for you. I feel like that's something very common in St. Martin, and that is a good addition to the book. So to me, you could say it's slow paced, but at the same time I think you should still read it because there's a lot of good representation, including the broken English. Well, I say broken English. To us, it's
St. Martin English.
It's a St. Martin.
Yeah, let me leave the broken for on the side.
Sorry, that's kind of a negative.
Yeah.
The standard and the St. Martin English.
Did you feel connected to the book because it is a St. Martin writer, or did it intrigue you to read more?
I mean, personally, I didn't read through the entire book. I read through the parts needed to participate in the competition. I did read the first book, but that was a while ago, so I don't remember it off the top of my head quite well. But there definitely there are things that you can relate to. Like in the first book, you see certain places that the author describes, and you say, "Oh wait, that's over there," and this and that. So you can definitely relate to the book.
Okay.
Yes. So.
Hawin, so you read the book also? Did you go? Huh? No?
Not
But you have the
Not
book in front of
entirely,
you.
but you get the book.
Yes, because I participated in both.
Oh, you participated
Daniela
in
and
both?
Obeoni.
Yes.
In both. Okay, so did the fact that, and I'm going to ask him because he didn't really answer the question that directly, but I'll leave him for that. But did the fact that it was a St. Martin book, a St. Martin author, did it intrigue you to
Yes.
go into?
I believe
go
it's
into
a,
it.
I believe it's a book that's rich culturally and it's very interesting. Ça permet mieux de s'approprier l'œuvre when you have like not only the language and the different areas that are mentioned. It's very interesting.
Okay. Now, was it slow for you also?
Well,
Because you got 2 against 1 there, so I don't know.
to me it was slow paced.
Slow pace. So I guess it's a writer, and it's
The writer's style.
it's a writer's style, and it's also a generational, maybe a generational issue where you guys think very quickly. Bring the mic in front of you. Allez, vas-y. Allez, on t'écoute. Allez, vas-y.
We see that in this generation, we notice that is slow paced. I said because of TikTok, the slow, not the slow, but we are exposed to fast content, and we just consume
fast content.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you
So
consume fast content.
We take like the level of focus in this society right now. It's diminuing.
Yeah. Your attention span is very short.
Yeah, very short. Yeah.
Because it was all other psychologists, and it was studied that today's youth attention span is almost broken by half. So when you make a decision, like for example, our grandparents used to say when you have a problem, you say, go sleep on it, get up tomorrow, you're gonna make a decision. You guys don't do that, right? You guys automatically listen. If something bothering me, we need to fix it now.
But Jean-Marc, when they had to write about Romney's novel, they had 2 hours, and trust me, they were concentrate for 2 hours.
Yeah.
They did it. You see?
But yeah, 6. Madam teacher, the fast pace and the slow pace. What would you say? I mean, how did you dealt with that?
Well, we mostly focused on the St. Martin, the cultural aspect of St. Martin.
Okay.
I mostly told them to focus on areas that they've been to, how they see it from the past and today, the present. I also we also discussed in class the St. Martin English that they could use, that they hear all the time. Their parents speak, their grandparents speak, and they had to reuse it in their essay. We studied just the beginning of the novel, and the beginning it sets the story where like Denise said, the main character is on a football pitch, and he's playing with his friends, but it turns out that he has a injury and he ends up in the hospital. But I'm not going to say more because you do have to read the book for people listening. And they focused on this part of the story in the book.
Yeah. So basically, you try to make them get interested and look for the part of the book where they're attracted to, that they can relate to, and focus on that. Great. And you talked about St. Martin English. Can we standardize? Is it can St. Martin English be standardized?
It could be standardized, but in that case, I believe more people should come forward and talk about it. More people should deliver more novels, like Elias suggested. We don't have enough
yet to get to that stage.
And more people should write poetry, write, even if it's short stories, using St. Martin English. That would make it more known. And unfortunately,
we're not at that stage yet, but we're getting there.
Yes, we're getting there.
Good. So those who participated, so there we had the students that participated in the literature aspect of the Festival Langue Agriculture, Madame Fleming.
Yes.
Now, the eloquence.
Yes. This
Can you
is
present
the
that
Prix
to us?
Daniela Geffry. This is now something completely different. So they had a topic, and we had the topic for the première interminale, la mer entre crainte et espoir, puisque le thème c'était mer et océan.
Ouais.
Et pour les secondes et les troisièmes de collège, de la protection de l'océan dépend la survie de l'homme. À partir de ces deux sujets, ils devaient présenter un discours. But they had to speak in French and English. And English.
Oh, it was both.
It was a must.
It was a must this time. I
Yes.
think one time they had a choice, right?
No, never.
It was always?
Daniela Geffry was always bilingual,
Okay.
because I was impressed to always hear her switch from one language to the other one. So they're going to present what they want to convince with and explain, but they have to do it like she used to do it. She had that posture, she had that way of speaking. Although they don't have a lot of elements on Daniela Geffry, they did it quite good. We were impressed. Even the Collège Mont des Accords did it also. And they don't have to do half French and half English. They can switch from one language to the other one. It's up to them.
Yeah.
And they don't have to repeat the same thing.
Not they translate.
No translation. Okay, so they really understood what.
So
was
that's
going
really
on.
the essence of what she was. I
Yes,
mean,
exactly.
Because I am her son, people always used to ask me, because when I tell people, I think in English, and you see, but home at your house, you come from a French environment. I say, how do you know that? I said, no, it was never a French environment. It was always a bilingual environment. So we switch from one conversation depending on the topic. If we would talk about French fries, for example, or steak and fries, it would be in English, and then you go talk about chicken leg and Johnny cake, it switched in the same conversation. Or even with the different person, she would speak French to my brother who went to French school longer than I, and switch while we having the same conversation. So she would speak in French with one, and then when she looks at me, she continues in English.
And
so
she fought for English to be at a certain standard, but she didn't put French aside. Be careful with that.
Yeah.
And all her briefings are in both languages.
Yeah, and that's one of the things, sometimes, and again, some of the myths that we hear, and we talked about that already in one of our program, where some parents today also, and it's their choice to raise their children the way they want to raise their children, but it's not necessarily speaking one language to one child that will make that child eloquent in that particular language. Having both languages, is always much better. Stopping one, eliminating one, and focusing only on one will hamper the other language.
Et Jean-Marc, le discours oral, l'éloquence, c'est encore autre chose. Il suffit pas de maîtriser les deux langues. Il faut aussi savoir s'exprimer d'une certaine manière. Il y a des techniques du discours. Voilà.
Et le vocabulaire est très important, donc il faut lire.
Yes.
Jeunes gens. How was that? Was it difficult to use both languages? And we'll start with la demoiselle.
On y va.
Gianna, c'est
yes,
ça?
Gianna.
It was not difficult because I speak both language clearly.
Fluently, how do you handle your language at home?
I speak.
Your parents speak both languages?
Yes, they speak both language, but we mostly speak English at home.
Okay.
And at school, I mostly speak French. With my friends.
Okay, with your friends.
Some of my friends.
Depending on the friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dependent on friends.
So you have no issue with both languages.
No.
You feel comfortable in both.
Yeah.
You have less vocabulary in one compared to the other, a little bit maybe.
I would say French.
French, yeah.
But I'm still trying to learn.
So you're reading a little bit more French.
And I'm reading
English.
more French, and I listen to French podcasts,
yeah.
so I can.
So you can. Yeah. So get the vocabulary and know the sentence, the sentence structure, because the English and the French is two different way of structuring in pensée.
Yeah.
Ça a été comment? Ta préparation, par
Ma
exemple.
préparation. Mais quand j'ai vu le thème, je me suis dit que c'est intéressant, je le maîtrise bien en AGGSP, hein, une spécialité.
C'était pas un thème intéressant, c'est ça
Non,
que tu dis?
c'était intéressant.
Ah, ok.
C'était intéressant. Et je ne savais pas quoi dire. Je dis, bon, la mer. Je dis, quoi de la mer? Il y a des poissons, il y a de l'eau. Mais c'est quoi une mer? Et j'ai dit, est-ce que je peux parler de ma mère? Parce que je me suis dit, il y a un rime, là, ma mère, la mer. Je me suis dit que la mer, elle nous offre pas seulement uniquement genre des ressources halieutiques ou quoi que ce soit. Je me suis dit que aussi la mer nous m'a permis de parler deux langues, français et anglais. Et dans mon discours, j'ai précisé que ce n'était pas uniquement une frontière, mais aussi une opportunité. Enfin, pas une opportunité.
Elle peut dire un petit extrait, Jean-Marc?
Un extrait.
Ça va montrer un petit
Non,
extrait.
non, mais vas-y, on va faire l'extrait après.
Voilà.
Ok. Et j'ai précisé que grâce à la mer, nous avons à Saint-Martin, nous avons la possibilité d'avoir le multiculturalisme. Voilà, et je me suis dit que ça va être intéressant de le mettre dans mon texte, ne pas uniquement parler de la mer.
C'est quand même intéressant de voir que tu as fait le lien entre les deux, qui fait quand même le lien entre, qui crée aussi ce lien entre le multiculturalisme de l'île. Tu nous lis un petit extrait? Ou t'as choisi un extrait?
Attends.
Lis et puis on va t'arrêter, c'est pas grave.
Ok.
Lis parce que je pense que ça va être difficile de choisir.
Ok. Ok. La mer m'effraie. Elle est trop vaste pour ma voix, trop profonde pour mes pensées, et pourtant, je suis née d'elle. Elle déborde mes certitudes, elle renverse mes repères, tantôt berceuse, tantôt menace. Elle fascine à la quête et surtout, elle interroge. 70% de la surface terrestre, plus de la moitié de l'oxygène que nous respirons. Une régulation climatique essentielle et pourtant, nous la réduisons à un espace à exploiter, à dominer. Elle se soulève, elle monte, elle se réchauffe, elle s'acidifie, elle sature de plastique, elle perd ses coraux, ses poissons, ses couleurs. Mais pourquoi cette peur? Parce qu'elle est puissante, indomptable. Une seule vague peut briser des ports, un cyclone peut emporter une île. Elle est majestueuse, mais elle peut punir. Mais ce n'est pas seulement de biologie marine qu'il s'agit, c'est une question civilisationnelle. Comment coexister avec ce qui nous dépasse? Moi, je viens d'une île, Saint-Martin, battue par les vents, caressée par les flots. Ici, la mer n'est pas un décor, c'est une matrice. Elle structure notre économie, forge notre culture, dicte nos saisons, mais surtout, elle nous relie. Sans l'océan, je ne serais pas ici à m'exprimer devant vous dans deux langues. Oui, la mer est une frontière, mais c'est aussi un pont. Elle a fait de mon île un carrefour où les accents se croisent, où les mémoires se frottent, où l'identité se tisse dans la pluralité. Et c'est là que le cœur du sujet émerge. La mer n'est pas seulement un espace géographique, c'est un espace existentiel. The sea is more than water. It is a reflection of who we are and who we are becoming. It holds our contradiction, we fear its chaos, yet we depend on its order. We exploit it relentlessly, yet romanticize it endlessly. But what if the sea was not a mirror of fear, but a teacher of balance? I have seen it rage, hurricanes rewriting landscapes, but I've also seen it heal, offering silence, rhythm, and perspective. Growing up on an island, you learn early that the sea isn't just nature, it's relationship with limit, with loss, with beauty. We cross it to meet, but we drown in it when we forget humility. It reminds us that power is not control. True power is understanding, respects, and biases. And now, as we stand at a crossroad, rising waters, vanishing species, drifting ice, what will we see? What will we choose to see in the sea? A threat to dominate or a legacy to preserve? We don't own the ocean, but we owe it. Its generosity, its wisdom, its warning. The sea holds no grudge, but it does keep score. And one day she will answer us with the ties we've earned. Thank you.
Good. Impressive.
Thank you.
Impressive. Really. Congrats.
C'était
Well
un
written.
hommage à Daniela, je pense.
Well written. Well written.
C'était
Well
la mer
written.
entre crainte et espoir. Elle a bien respecté le sujet.
Well written, teacher.
Oh, thank you.
Very impressive. So, wow. You got me speechless.
And then she was standing up when she said it, not
you got
we are
me
reading,
speechless.
and she was looking at us and she was making gestures that she couldn't do there. I felt that she wanted to, you know.
Your vocabulary, you read a lot of English? You read a lot of
Yes,
books?
I do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats. I have nothing else to say. Let's move on. Warren.
Yes.
Tu peux lire carrément le tien comme ça.
I see that maybe it's two different
Two
styles.
different styles.
Two different styles, because you did not do. I mean, your vocabulary and everything was very impressive, but I kind of felt that it was like a little bit of not direct translation, but another way of presenting what you said in French. You said it in English.
Another way. Yeah.
But
another way.
it's not a direct translation.
That's it.
Yeah, good. So, yeah, I got that. I got that. But from speaking with Warren, I see that he moves from one language to the next within one sentence or two.
They didn't hear each other, so they're gonna hear each other. Yeah. So go ahead.
So, go ahead.
Okay.
But first, was it difficult for you, the topic?
The topic?
Yeah.
Well, thinking about the ocean was very easy.
Okay.
I believe that like it's really easy to think about the beach and just walking on the sand, and then, which is why I wanted to start with something that we all know, the beach, and then go further into it, because if we want to keep going to the beach, if we want to keep swimming in the ocean, we have to preserve it, and which is why I chose to. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, give us an extract of.
Okay. La mer.
Merci.
La mer, jusqu'à l'approche de ses limites, est une chose simple qui se répète flot par flot, écrivait Francis Ponge. Alors que certains d'entre nous se contentent d'observer la beauté simple de la mer, du confort de la plage et de marcher sur le sable à grands cases, d'autres s'entêtent à chercher l'histoire que la mer raconte. Mesdames et messieurs, derrière la simplicité des vagues se cache un débat complexe entre l'espoir et la crainte de l'humanité. Certes, la mer, à plusieurs reprises, a été source d'espoir. Cette mer porteuse d'espérance a joué un rôle majeur pour les navigateurs en quête de découverte. Des navigateurs dotés de la même détermination que le capitaine Nemo dans 20 000 lieues sous les mers, lorsqu'il dit « Jamais je n'ai promené mon Nautilus aussi loin sur les mers australes, mais je vous le répète, il ira plus loin encore. » Par ailleurs, l'océan nous protège, un véritable chef-d'œuvre naturel qui constitue des écosystèmes tels que les mangroves. Ces mangroves qui protègent les côtes de nos îles lors de tempêtes aussi ravageuses que celle qui a causé le naufrage de Robinson Crusoe. Eventually, we come to realize how hope lies inside the versatility of the ocean. The ocean carrying discovery, the ocean embodying a guardian, but also being home to gorgeous sea creatures, sea life that was once valued for its beauty and remembered by our ancestors for ending hunger. I say once. Once because one day we will no longer be able to eat the delicious tuna we claim to appreciate. Once because one day our children might never see the hawksbill turtle swimming around the islands. Once because as much as we love studying the Caribbean reef squid, we don't seem to actually preserve its habitat. Hence, by participating in the extinction of these creatures, humankind is no better than one who hunts down animals. Furthermore, we mustn't forget that human activity and the arrival of sargassum is detrimental to the vivid colors of the tides. We will soon be faced with waters seemingly worse than T.S. Eliot's description of water in The Wasteland. I quote, "The river sweats oil and tar." Dans mon enfance, la mer représentait une crainte pour moi. Je ne savais pas nager et les animaux marins diabolisés dans les films comme Les Dents de la Mer, Jaws, étaient à l'origine de mes peurs. Mais en grandissant et en se cultivant, j'ai pu voir la mer à travers les yeux de divers auteurs, ce qui rend beaucoup plus difficile de ne pas chérir la mer. C'est pourquoi j'aimerais conclure sur un vers de Charles Baudelaire dans son poème l'homme et la mer. Homme libre, toujours tu chériras la mer. Hélas, homme, avec l'absence de retenue dans la pollution et la négligence de la préservation, as-tu vraiment chéri la mer?
Bravo. Allez, on n'a pas trop de temps, on va passer à la remise des prix. Je te laisse le micro, Evelyne, c'est toi qui va présenter. On commence déjà par quel prix?
Le prix Daniela Jeffrey. Donc, Jean-Marc, ça a été très symbolique que ce soit toi qui le remettes en mémoire de ta maman. Donc, tu as les 2 trophées qui sont à côté de toi, puisqu'ils ne connaissent pas le résultat, mais Giannia et Warren sont les 2 lauréats ex aequo, 2 approches différentes. Tous les 2 ont gagné le prix Daniela Jeffrey.
Donc, voilà.
Voilà.
Celui-là, Aurora.
Tu as le nom, oui. Non, peu importe celui que tu donnes avant, c'est pas grave, vas-y.
Novembre.
Voilà. Alors, tu te lèves ou tu restes là? Et il reste là, Jean-Marc?
Oui. Tu te lever, on va prendre une photo.
Oui. Il n'est pas à l'envers dans la boîte parce qu'il faut qu'on voit bien sa photo.
Tu le tiens.
Voilà.
Voilà. Ou ici.
Il est nominatif, il y a ton nom dessus.
Allez. Rapidos. Voilà.
Et l'autre prix pour Giannia. Tu tiens ta boîte et on te remettra quelque chose pour solidifier. Voilà.
Donc, Festival des langues, art et culture, prix Daniela Jeffrey, concours au concours d'éloquence en français et en anglais, lauréat, niveau lycée. Gianna Dormois, nice.
Parce qu'il y a des niveaux collège, c'est pour ça.
Voilà, donc ça, c'est la photo.
C'est bon.
C'est bon. Tiens, je te donne ta boîte aussi. Et donc, voilà.
On va passer au prix
So
Robert
here,
Romney.
okay, so now the Robert
Anonyme,
Romney.
les copies Jean-Marc pour Robert Romney étaient complètement anonymes. Donc c'est quand on a levé l'anonymat qu'on a vu qui étaient les auteurs. Et là, nous avons un prix d'encouragement du jury pour Warren Novembre.
Encore.
Merci.
Donc voilà le prix Warren Novembre.
Warren
Vous allez voir les-
Novembre a eu le prix Robert Romney, mais d'encouragement. Mais le prix littéraire revient à Denicia Brooks,
Ouais, Dennis
lauréate.
Brooks. Donc vous allez voir les photos sur notre page
Lauréate,
Facebook. Donc, on va prendre la photo.
lauréat du prix Romney, ex aequo avec Monsieur Cosier, 2 ex aequo, il se trouve un garçon, une fille.
Ouais,
Le
congrats.
pur hasard.
Ouais. Voilà, donc on prend la photo. Les photos, vous pouvez les voir sur. You're going to be able to see the pictures that are taken here in our studios for the prize given. Akiva, you shot? You said Akiva, you shot.
Thank you very much, Jean-Marc, for having us and permitting us to, to show the audience, the people, the territory, those youngsters, knowing again that we have Roche Gravenmoen, we have Mont des Accords pour le prix Romney et Daniela Jeffrey, et qui seront récompensés aussi ce soir par un trophée individuel. Voilà. Qui, j'espère, ils garderont longtemps, ils s'en souviendront. Ils ont leur texte corrigé par Madame Barré, recopié, présenté, qu'ils peuvent garder en souvenir de leurs écrits. Et voilà, on espère qu'ils vont poursuivre leur chemin et arriver très très loin. C'est ce qu'on leur souhaite. En tout cas, ils sont sur la route de l'excellence.
Voilà. Ben, on voit, ça se voit, ça se ressent, ça s'entend.
Oui.
I want to congratulate you guys. Have a great vacation. I think you deserve it.
Thank you.
Enjoy
Thank
it.
you.
And until the next school year, I hope you still have the same drive that you have. You seem to be, some of our brains, our future generation that may run this country. And congrats to you all, great and excellent.
And Jean-Marc, I want to big up Madame Barré because she's a teacher from here. She is fighting for our kids, and she really works hard, and she really loves the children, and she wants them to succeed. And who else could have studied Robert Romney with our St. Martin English? If you see, she has the skills for.
Yeah.
So I want to thank her because she did a great job.
And we need to thank you also for pushing. Thank you for, of course, being the initiator for this program and all the other programs you do at the Éducation Nationale. In a few, we'll be talking with the tourist office and also another literature program that will be held at the Collectivité this evening with Mr. Léon Noël. So that's coming up.
We
Stay
have the
tuned.
prize Léon Noël too. Concours de poème en langue anglaise.
langue
Yes.
anglaise.
Yes.
Allez, if you miss this program, it's available on our Facebook page.
Attention parents, teachers, and students.